The first time I heard a man buried alive, I was 10 years old. You don't forget a sound like that. I grew up in a village not far from the old city of Oyo. When I was a boy, the elders still spoke about a ruler who lived long before our time. His name was Bashorun Gaa. Some people say he was not a king, but a man who controlled kings. Either way, everyone feared him. My grandfather told me the story many times. But the reason I believe it is because his own grandfather was there when it happened. He worked at the palace as a young messenger during the time of the Oyo Empire. He was just a boy who swept floors and carried messages between chiefs. One night he woke up because of drums. Slow drums. Not the kind people dance to. The kind that make your chest feel heavy. He stepped outside the workers' house behind the palace and saw torches burning in the courtyard. Warriors stood in a circle. No one was talking. In the middle of the circle was a man tied with rope. The man looked like he had already been crying for a long time. My grandfather's grandfather asked another worker what was happening. The man whispered, "Go back inside." But he stayed. Then Gaa came out of the palace. Everyone lowered their heads. No one looked straight at him. The drums stopped. It became so quiet you could hear insects in the grass. Gaa sat down and looked at the tied man. Then he asked him one question. "Did you speak against me?" The man fell to his knees and begged. He said he did not. He kept saying it again and again. Gaa did not shout. He did not argue. He only raised one hand. That was enough. The warriors grabbed the man and dragged him across the courtyard. My grandfather's grandfather followed a little behind because he didn't understand what was happening. They stopped near a hole behind the palace wall. He had seen that hole before. He thought it was an old well. But when the man saw it, he started screaming like an animal. That is when the boy understood. The warriors threw him inside. Alive. The screaming became louder from inside the hole. Then they placed wooden boards over it and began to pour dirt on top. The sound slowly became weaker. But it did not stop right away. My grandfather said his grandfather could still hear scratching under the wood while the dirt was falling. After that night, the boy stopped sleeping well. He said sometimes the wind would pass the back wall of the palace, and he would think he heard something moving under the ground. Years later, the people finally turned against Gaa. Too many people had died. Too many families had lost someone. The chiefs and soldiers joined together and captured him. They dragged him through the same palace yard where he had judged others. And they killed him. Most people think that was the end of the story. But my grandfather said the worst part happened after. The new rulers ordered workers to dig up the pit behind the palace. They said it was to clean the land. But when they dug down, they found bones. More bones than anyone expected. Skulls. Hands. Pieces of people. Some of the workers refused to keep digging after that day. My grandfather's grandfather was one of them. He left the palace and never worked there again. He lived a long life, but there was one thing he never did. He never went near the back wall of the old palace. Because he always believed something terrible had stayed in that ground. And sometimes at night, when the wind moves across the old ruins in Oyo, people say they hear a faint scratching sound under the dirt. Like someone who never made it out.